So today we are talking about ways in which the respiratory system, the circulatory system, the cardiovascular system all work together in concert, along with certain asanas or certain poses in yoga that can help with all those system function and help them to function more optimally and to increase our wellness and our fitness. So we are delving into that today and kind of in an overview fashion. And we're going to start off with thinking about the way that all those systems work together, and in particular, our circulatory system, as it does a really important function, bringing that oxygen-rich blood to our body and getting rid of that CO2, that blue blood that we know can be so harmful, and that we work really hard with our breathing, to exhale it all the way out, all that stale air that we really don't need and that does not serve us anymore. So let's start off with a few cleansing breaths right now. You might want to practice your Ujjayi breathing, the breath of fire, or a different kind of breathing, kind of a prana technique, or we can just, you can inhale through your nose, exhale out through your mouth. Hopefully you're breathing in wonderful, clean, crisp air. If you have stale air due to being inside a lot and not being able to air it out, if you can get fresh air and open up the windows, that's great. If that is not available to you, there are some wonderful machines now that help purify the air for a very low cost. And I recently had the lovely opportunity to experience that in a home on a first floor and a second floor, and you really could tell the air quality was better and that your brain was getting oxygenated more, and you actually would feel more energy and just like a mood lifter from just something like an air purifier. So I'm just putting out there the thought of, if you haven't opened up the windows lately and you have some good fresh air, maybe thinking of doing that. And if you don't have that option, getting one of those machines. I know you can get some really good ones for under $100. So just what we're breathing in, our air quality is really important. I know where I'm at right now, there's air advisories that the air for people that have respiratory problems is, it's not really great for them to be outside or exercising hard or anything like that, because the air is not as pure and fresh as one would like for optimal body systems. So let's take a moment here just to breathe in the center. Kind of raise up that posture. You use that diaphragm, use all those vertebrae. You can almost feel like an invisible string kind of pulling you just gently toward the ceiling with the crown of your head, softening your eyes, maybe even closing them. Maybe thinking about our wonderful systems, the circulatory, the respiratory, the cardiovascular, how they all work together in their own little system, but then how they are interconnected and work together as well. How wonderful, and what a great design. How fortunate we are to have this kind of design. So a few more breath cycles here, clearing the mind, centering ourselves, letting go of the day, taking this moment for ourselves. Feeling that heart doing its love-dub thing as it beats. Sometimes people like to even put their hand on heart center and their hand over here, or maybe do a seal or a mudra, whatever you're comfortable with. Maybe even a stretch here. kind of a seated stretch or a seated twist. As we start to talk about the circulatory system as it relates to the cardiovascular and the respiratory system, and our yoga asanas that we're going to feature. So thank you so much for being here and just taking this time out for yourself to marvel at the design and the blessing that we have of every breath and every heartbeat. How grateful we are for our body to do everything that it does for us every day. The heart is pumping right now, bringing that oxygenated blood to all of our extremities, allowing us to breathe, allowing us to function, taking in those breaths. Being mindful about our breathing can help all of those processes. Drinking our regular water, helping with all our systems. So we want to encourage that as well. So it might be a good time to take a sip. And if you'd like to get some notes, something to take notes with, that is also an option. Or if you like to journal, sometimes this is a good time to journal. So we have that really important circulatory system, and we've got those veins carrying that deoxygenated blood, and those arteries are carrying away